What's up, guys? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. Today, we'll be talking about ONE and HBAR and see what they've done since I made the call last week to watch them because they were ready for a breakout. Stick around, guys. We're going to see where they're at and if they're still in a buy position. Alright, guys, let's get started off with the obvious. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Do your own due diligence before making any trades. Real quick, before we get into the ONE and HBAR, I gotta show you guys this. So this is Bitcoin on a daily chart. This thing is just knocking on this resistance. It is ready to go any moment. I believe it will be today. I will believe it will be this candle for the 13th, and I think it's going to start a chain reaction. Everyone who has been shorting this resistance and putting sell orders in at this resistance line, they stop loss themselves, at a higher price to start buying, because they're going to switch from shorting to going long once this resistance breaks. So it sets off a chain reaction. Not only have the buyers become more emboldened to keep buying pressure up at a higher level. The first sell-off came down to 50,000, and then the next sell-off came down to 55, and now this 59,000 was the bottom after it touched this $61,000 resistance. Now it's going to push it, and once it breaks, the buying pressure is going to be strong, and it's going to flip us a lot of stop losses on the sellers, and it's going to cause, once it breaks out here, the likelihood is that it's going to moon, well, I don't want to say moon, but the likelihood is that it's going to be a big bullish candle moving upward because of the chain reaction that happens when stop losses for the short side get hit and then they start buying. So real quick, just wanted to mention that. Keeping up with this Bitcoin chart because I only have 2 days left for my $70,000 prediction, and I think all that needs to happen is this resistance to get broken, and then there could be a chain reaction. I might get close. 65, 66 might get me close. I don't think 70,000 is going to happen by the 15th at this point, but who knows? Once that resistance breaks, the next psychological level is going to be 70,000. All right, let's get to what we came here for. ONE. We're on ONE. So guys, I did not hit ONE at the best possible position. I got in at the 38.2 level on the Fibonacci retracement, which roughly 14.75 cents. So I got in at a pretty solid position, but Wednesday of last week there was a massive sell-off. And everything in the market went down about 10%. Everything dropped about 10% for a portion of that day. I don't think the whole day ended red for everybody, but it was just a lot of coins that were way up, fell back to even. Just a really rough day I believe it was last Wednesday. Just happened to be the day before I made the video saying, hey, check out these prices. This is where they should go. This is about where you want to buy in, and of course the next day the market tanks an extra 10%. So hopefully you guys did your own due diligence and you got in down here at 12, 12 and a half, 13 cents, and even here, it hit, 14, 13 cents a couple of times. But here, this 38.2 line has been acting now as a support. Every time it's been touched, it's been bouncing back up. And then here's our retest. We just retested it, and it's coming back up. So now, I don't think we retest this line again. But even if you were to go market right now and go at 15, where is it at right now? 15.75. The projected growth on this will be in the range of 25 to 27.4. So if we go to the top end from 15.75 to 27.4. we're looking at a 74% profit. This is 74% profit here. And it's likely to flip within, this could be 2 weeks for this flip to take place. You see from the bottom all the way up, this is only February 22nd to March 23rd. So that was 1 month, 1 full month to go, here from 2 cents to 20 cents. So just a heads up on how quickly this can move. I don't know that it goes this high again, but there's going to be, we hit a retracement, now we're going to hit a new high. It's going to be a new high. I don't think we retraced far enough. I think if we got a more consistent trading in this level between the 50 and 32 or 38, I think if we traded in here for a little bit and retouched the 50% line a couple times, then we'd be more in the 27 to 30 cent range. But because we didn't retrace far enough, I think that it's going to stay in the 25 to 27 range. But definitely a new high. New high is coming. It's these things work in phases. You have your A up, your B down, your C up, D down. And again, I might not be saying it quite right. If someone knows the better terminology, correct, you feel free to correct me in the comments. But this is going to be retracement and then new all-time high. And just for a reference, if you were to go to the 1 hour, 2 hour charts to really kind of tighten this up a little bit, you can kind of see more of how often test up, cross down, touch the 50, came right back up, tested this 32 line, sold below it, bounced right back off of it. I think once this retest happened the second time, I don't think we retest this again. But hey, again, you guys make your own calls, make your own due diligence. This could very easily come back down for a short period of time and touch that 1475 level again, and you get in at one of the better points. But again, even if you were to market buy, its profit potential is still around 70%. I guess I'm going to move over to HBAR now. HBAR again, looking pretty solid. On the Fibonacci, this one double tapped 50%. And this is an interesting one for me because it hit its all-time high at 45 cents, tapped 50, and almost broke out of the Fibonacci retracement altogether, and then came right back down and retouched. It retapped the 50%. And look, the 38 was a resistance. When it fell below, it resisted, and then we had this bullish engulfing candle, and it's not very obvious to see that it's an engulfing until you zoom in on it really high. Oh, come on. And you see it is just a little bit bigger, but it is an engulfing candle. It is bigger than the body of the previous candle, and that kind of set us off to break that resistance. Now here, I do believe that we broke this resistance. I believe that we will within the next 2 days we'll retest 32 or 32.7. I don't think we break 37 quite yet. Again, we touched it here on a wick, on a very long wick, but it sold back down. I think this candle might be a good retest, or not this candle, but this sell pressure candle for today so far is a good indicator that we will retest the 32.7 cent line, and that would be a really good position to buy back in, because it will be a support. And again, you will want to buy that support line. And with that being said, with this touching the 50%, now on the extension part of this, we're looking to go 55 to 62, or yeah, 55 to 63. Now on this one, on the short side potential is 60%. If we go 55 up from 33 or 34 cents, wherever we're at now, I think we're at 34 cents. Yeah, currently closing at 34, 32, but obviously the candle is not done. The day is just starting. And this sell pressure could very easily flip over to buy pressure throughout the course of the day. But both of these on the daily, I'm going to go back to one quickly as well. Both of these have MACDs that have been coming down, and actually this secondary, this false peak was a fake out on the MACD, and it sold back down again. I think here coming in very much flat is very similar to where we came in here on a flat side, and that was the start of the boom. And the same thing with the MACD on one. One is coming in very flat on the MACD. It sold down a lot. Make sure we're on here. We're on the 1 day. It sold down quite a good bit. It had a nice rebound on the MACD. You have almost equal sell to the buy. It kind of dropped the RSI back to the middle of the range, which is a good position to be. You don't want to be too close to oversold. Typically, it's harder to bounce back once you go below 30. It's hard to bounce back above 50 and get up into the higher ranges. But being around 50 right now is great. And this MACD is going to cross. This is going to turn. This is going to start to hook up a little bit. Great buy positions. They're not past the point of being in you didn't miss the boat. Again, still, if you really want to be super diligent, set a limit by, you can set a limit for the 32.7 on HBAR, and 15 even, 17 or 14 and some change, 14.75 to 15. I don't think this one retests. I think this retest has already been done. I think we start pushing up towards the resistance here at 1770. But again, this is on my opinion. It's for education and entertainment basis only. So with that being said, guys, that's it for today. ONE and HBAR, both still in really good positions. And let's take a look at Bitcoin one more time, because Bitcoin is looking ready to go. It is just banging on that resistance. Guys, that's all I got for the night. Until next time, peace.